Hello and welcome again to Gospel Guitar Tutorials. Today we are starting something really beautiful, something new, and we are going to be starting a new series where I teach you how to learn the guitar from scratch. Woo! I fell in love with guitar, I think in 2015. Oh my goodness, that is 11 years ago. Even though I've not been so consistent with my guitar journey, but the little I know I want to share with you. I grew up in Nigeria. When I wanted to start to learn instrument, I started with keyboard, but the issue of buying the battery, the electricity is not stable. I just fell out of love with it and it's bulky to carry around. And then when I got to the university, I had a neighbor who plays the guitar, and the music he plays were so beautiful. Like, wow, this instrument sounds so good. So that was my first encounter, and I went to him and he started to teach me how to play the guitar. I bought my first guitar, and that was how the whole thing started. This channel is basically focused on reaching people that want to learn worship music. So it's a gospel guitar tutorial. I know there are millions of other guitar channels that teaches guitar, but this channel is focused to teach gospel guitar songs, and that is our aim on this channel. So we are not doing any other song that is not Christ-centered, that is not Christ glorifying. So in this series, I'm going to be teaching you everything that I know about the guitar, and I hope that I'm going to impact some knowledge in one way or the other to you guys. And if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to share it and don't forget to subscribe. So there are different kinds of guitar. So this is called electroacoustic because I can plug it into an amp and the sound will be coming out from a speaker. I can tune the string with this because there's a display button here. I'm just going to show you that. There's a display button here that when I pluck a string, it's actually going to show me if I'm on tune or not. And also when I plug it in, I can increase the volume from here, decrease the volume. So it has some functions that you can work with. But a pure acoustic guitar does not have this. It doesn't have a plug-in. It doesn't have this button. You just get the guitar like that. So the sound is going to be coming from the box of the guitar, like from this sound hole, which this can also do that. So that is why it's called an electroacoustic, because you can play it as an acoustic and you can also play it with electronics, like you can plug it in. So it has two functions. So for a beginner that you are just starting, I would advise you to just get an acoustic guitar, because an electroacoustic guitar is actually way expensive than a normal one. I think I got this one for about almost £600, and you can get some electroacoustic for cheaper, like £200-300, but I'll just advise you if you're just starting out, because you don't know how well you fall in love with the instrument at the end of the day. So you have to be budget friendly when you're purchasing your guitar. So buy an acoustic guitar if you're just starting out. Personally, I love acoustic guitar more than the electric. So there's electric guitar. I used to have an electric guitar, but I sold it because I wasn't playing it as often. I really don't like the sound. I'm not really a fan of the sound of an electric guitar. I think for my personality and for the kind of person that I am, I just feel so good with the acoustic. So I wanted to try out something different. That was why I purchased the electric. I had some fun with it. Beautiful instrument as well, and you can manipulate the sound. You can make it sound, especially people that go into like rock music, that go into metal. They use a lot of plugs in to alter the sound, to make it have this feeling, evoke different kind of. Electric guitar is just fantastic. But for me, I think I just love my acoustic. So that means we have like three major types of guitar: the acoustic, the electroacoustic, and the electric. We have what we call the semi-electric, I think. Well, you just need to know the three: electric, acoustic, and electroacoustic. Every guitar has three parts of their body. They have what they call the headstock. So this is where the strings are being tied down, and the tuning pegs. So this is what they call the tuning pegs. This is where they are. So this is where you actually alter, like, is this note sounding right or not? If it's flat, you increase it up. If it is too sharp, you decrease it down. So this is called the tuning pegs, this gold thing on my guitar is called the tuning pegs, and it is found on the head of the guitar. So on the head of the guitar also is where you have all these string tie down. Mine looks a bit messy. Some people might like to do it nice and clean, so it depends on how you string your guitar. So there's no right or wrong way to do. Some people even have it more messier than this. So so this is called the head of the guitar, and this is the neck of the guitar. So the neck of the guitar is where the string is being tied down. That is where we have our fret. So what we call a fret, do not fret, do not be afraid. On the guitar, this is what we call a fretboard. So the fretboard is where you actually hold down your string. The strings are laid on this wood, and on this wood we call everything here the fret. The white thing you can see is called the fret note. So it kind of helps us to know where we are on the guitar. Some guitar don't have it. Some pro guitarists, they prefer not to have it. Instrument is a beautiful instrument that at some point when you know it, you really don't need to look at it, because it's almost like you're playing from your heart, and you can just close your eyes and just play the instrument without even looking, changing chords, doing different crazy things, and you're not even looking. So at some point you can even move around without even looking. So but for us that we are just learning, we still need, some people like me still need this fretboard, because it helps us, and it is dotted in odd numbers. So this is, most guitar will have it starting from the 3 fret, the 5, the 7, the 9, then the double one is the 12. So what you need to know is that this double place where it is the 12 is where everything restarts again. So for example, this 6th string is called E. So when you come back to this 12, you see that it's sounding the same. So E, you go to F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, then you come back to E. So it's like everything is restarting. That's why they put this double. So whatever your open string is also what this 12th note is going to be. Let's say for example the 3rd string on a normal guitar standard, it is called the G. So when you come back here also, it sounds the same, so it's still G. So everything just starts all over again. So for example, if you're holding the 6th string 1st fret, that is F. So you know that also after this 12, the 13 is also F. So all this is just to help us to know where we are and the name of the notes and everything. So don't forget that this double dots is where the whole thing resets again, but on a higher note. So this is sounding more deeper than, you can see that. So what else do we need to know about the fret? So the fret has a string. Okay, the strings is 6 on a normal acoustic guitar. We have 6. Apart from bass guitar, some bass guitar has 4 and 5. So it's different from what I'm playing. So and we start counting our guitar string from, it looks like from down up if you are carrying the guitar like this. But if you're actually carrying the guitar facing to you, see that it is actually from up down. I don't know if that makes sense. This is the number 1 string, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. But because we play the instrument like this, then it looks like it's facing down, like we are starting from down up. Anyway, the lightest string is the 1st string, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the one that sounds deeper is the last one, which is the 6th string. And the fret is 1, 2, 3, just like that, the way it is laid down and divided by these rods. That is the fret. Most guitar would also have a design on the 12th, like I said, or a double dot. And now let's come to the head of the guitar. So the head of the guitar is where the sound hole is. So this cutout is the sound hole, this round thing, and that is where the sound is coming from. So when I pluck a string, it goes into this hole, and this whole body amplifies it, and that is why you can hear me. So that is the sound hole. And this is also where we have these pegs. So if I want to restring my guitar now, I have to pull this thing out. So this is what helps to hold down the string. So if I want to restring my guitar, I'll put it into a hole here, and this thing you're seeing, this black thing with a white dot, holds it down. It's like a peg. It actually holds it down. Then I pull my string all the way, and then I tie it down to these tuning pegs, and then I make it firm. Also, if you can see that my guitar has a cutout in this place, some guitar don't have it. So some guitar will just basically look exactly like these places and like that. Personally, I love a cutout guitar because it helps you to be able to reach the higher notes. It helps you to reach this higher notes. If this solid thing were to be there, you can still reach it, but it's not going to be as easy as what I can do here, because this thing helps me to reach this place. So that is why I like a cutout, but it depends on preference. Some people just like the boxy one that has everything covered. This place is not cut out. So that is introduction to our beautiful instrument, which is called the guitar.